I am changing coolant on Toyota Camry 2011 LE 4-cylinder 2.4. There's two different ways to do it. One is draining, one is flushing of the coolant. I'm going to do it simple way today. I'm just going to drain it. In order to do so, I'm going to empty the reservoir with all coolant out, and I am going to drain the coolant out of the radiator by opening the bottom butterfly screw drain and let all fluid go out. In order to do so, I need to open the top radiator cap to make better draining. To take radiator out, it's a simple way. It's not attached with any screws. It is just hanging on the side, and I'm gonna drain it into a pan and wash it well in the meantime. At the same time, I am gonna open the radiator plug. It can be stuck a little bit. Be careful to not to break. It already goes out, and now we can open the top radiator cap with a cool engine to avoid injuries, to help it to drain thoroughly. Check the condition of the cap if necessary, change it, and wait for all fluid to come out. Rinse it well and dry it inside to make sure there is no tap water remaining in the tank. While doing all this, make sure that your car is on a level surface to make sure that draining is done correct. It takes a little bit long time to drain all coolant, 15-20 minutes. It's almost done. In the meantime, my wife washed the reservoir with dish soap, and we dried it well. I'm gonna reinstall it, and it's gonna be ready for refilling. We are done with the draining. I'm gonna close the butterfly plug, make sure that it's tight and nice, and we are ready for refilling. Condition of the coolant is not bad, so definitely draining is fine versus flushing of the coolant. Just for reference, I wanted to measure in a used oil can 5 quarts. I wanted to see how much of fluid came out, and this is just about over 5 quarts, which is good. I have purchased OEM Toyota coolant, 2 gallons, which will be plenty to refill what I took out. First, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna refill the radiator all the way to the top and make sure that I'm not spilling anything. And I will also put some in a reservoir, make sure that I am not going over the maximum line. We are to the top in the radiator. Now I'm gonna put more fluid into the reservoir and not to go over maximum line. And that's it. Now we are ready to start the engine. Make sure that it reaches operating temperature and get rid of air bubbles. We'll keep the radiator cap open for air bubbles to escape. We'll wait for operating temperature to go to normal, and we'll put it on the high heat, high fan on the defroster with no AC running. It will be necessary to add some more coolant. As you can see, that level went down. I did add more coolant 4 or 5 times, and you could clearly see that air bubbles were coming out, which is good. That's what you want to do, and hopefully you will be able to see now one, because coolant level is rising and air bubbles need to burst up to the opening. The car didn't reach operating level temperature yet. Probably 5 more minutes and it will be there. It is taking a little bit longer, but I really do hope that you can see that bubbles are coming out and getting rid of air pockets. There you are. Now I'm going to add a little bit more. That's what you want to do till you reach operating temperature and make sure that all air is out. The temperature is almost on a level that is daily operating level, and I'm still keeping it all on the high fan heat on the defroster, windshield defroster. If you want to, you can give gas a little bit to speed up the rise of the temperature, but to make sure that you are not doing too much for coolant not to go out of the radiator. Now after 20 minutes I am going to close the radiator, turn the engine off, cool it down for 5 to 10 minutes and test drive it 3 to 5 miles. After test drive, 3 miles, temperature is okay, it's not rising, which means that's good. We are done. Make sure all is closed correctly. No leak, which is not. The reservoir is to the full level, and that is it. This is my first time coolant change for my wife's car that she has it from the beginning. 75,000 miles. You could see that the condition is not so bad, so definitely drain is preferable over flush. If it's any dirtier, I will do the flush, but in this case it wasn't. I learned this all from reading and watching videos from different people. I will appreciate if you comments and questions will be given to this video so we can learn together more. Till then, thank you.